How's it going, everyone? So gold and silver. Silver is now back down under that $25 an ounce, which is pretty nice. And I anticipate a rise in a lot of these commodities. Not everything, but a good portion of them, just with inflation alone. Check the chat. How's it going? Yeah, so it's good to see what's going on with the markets and everything. I wonder what the pre-markets are doing here. And everything's going up. And here's the thing, if the Fed is fueling everything going up, where the central banks all across the globe pretty much are fueling everything going up, a lot of them are holding back, so the growth won't be as good. But if your central bank is going to continue the printing, it's going to continue fueling the melt up in markets. Check the watch list that I got going here right now. Rio Tinto is below $60 a share now. Crazy. Market cap fell below $100 billion. Crazy to see that. How's it going, B2 Constitutional? Bob Wazowski, good to see you. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name. Sorry if I did. My apologies. So, what's going on with everyone? How have you been? I've been pretty good. Although I don't know why, I don't know what happened. My eBay account got suspended, so I'm probably going to move the jewelry stuff over to... a lot of that over to YouTube here and stuff like that. Different social media platforms and everything. Normally it's the PayPal that gets everyone, but I think I didn't verify my bank information on time. I don't know. What's going on? The Blind Silver Stacker, Vacation Time, Scott Loves YouTube. Good to see ya. Thor at Vacation Time. Gotta send a 4 your way. Same with you, Scott Loves YouTube. Throw the 4s in the chat. But yeah, with the eBay account or whatever having some issues, I'm gonna end up moving everything over to here and other forms of social media, so there's probably gonna be some jewelry auctions going cheap here. And I'm not gonna be able to sell some of the pieces that I have right now, which isn't the greatest, but I mean, well, I could sell it for, but not nearly for what I could get over eBay or anything, but I'm just gonna bid on more of the gold content pieces now, though, than the fancier diamond stuff or whatever. But seeing Rio Tinto under $60 a share, under $100 billion market cap now. So that'll be the 1 day chart. Let's go to year to date. So I started buying in right around here, 67, and I'm going to continue buying because, yeah, I just feel like this is too cheap. Commodity prices are going to rise a lot, and with all the infrastructure upgrades and everything, I just can't see this staying down too low. So how's everyone doing tonight? Where do you think inflation's going to go? Do you think we're going to see a pullback in inflation, or do you think we're going to see a rise, just a steady rise in inflation? Because I know where I am, everyone's starting to do the panic buying. They're starting to stock up on items and everything like that. Like, there's a 5-day fuel supply in my area. So I'm thinking I might just go grab some jerry cans and, like the ones I have, fill them up, keep the gas tank full, fill it up every day, just with all the flooding in my area and everything. I'm not flooded, but there's a lot of flooding in my area, so yeah, it's really affected the supply chains even more, but that's why you get everything while you can get it. And stuff like this. It's not rare, so I got rice and beans for a little bit here. I'm not too worried. Yeah, I'm in BC. I'm right near all the flooding and everything. Oh, absolutely, JM. I think it's going to be a steady rise too, and then I think all of a sudden we're going to start to see a sharp rise. But I think for the next little bit it'll be a steady rise, and then we're going to start to see not just a few people here and there start to do the panic buying, but everyone's going to start to do the panic buying and think. A month or two ago, everyone was holding off thinking inflation would pull back and this is crazy, the prices that they're seeing today, we're not used to this. Now the mindset though is that some people are starting to take, not everyone, it's not the main mindset of everyone, but we're starting to get the thought process of, if it's this much today, how much is it going to be tomorrow? It's probably going to be 10% more or something like that. Yeah, and while everything's in good supply, that's when you stock up on everything. Right now, I'm not, other than fuel, like energy and stuff like that, I'm not really buying to store away right now. I've got food for a while no matter what, so I'm not going to be panic buying or anything like that. Yeah, that's also because a lot of other currencies are falling. Like when you compare currencies to other falling currencies, it's easy to think that things are gaining value and all that, but they're all falling together. Yeah, my only thing that I need more of is I need full jerry cans. That'll be fine for all the flooding. I also missed out on getting some VXX under 20, but I'm going to keep watching it. That's one that I wish I got, but you win some, you lose some. But I did get Manulife Financial here. It's an insurance company. But it's up from where I got it. I got it at $24.01 a share. But then you could also see like the dividend yields, 5.29%. Not too bad. Price to earnings right now after it's gone up is 7.34. This is a solid company. And I feel like with buying companies like this, they're right now in times of high inflation and everything, the share prices are going to go up with inflation, but you can feel it might not match, the earnings might not match the growth, but you can see that this is a deal right here. I'd consider anything single digit. Although the market cap is quite small. That's the thing on Manulife. It doesn't have that major like billion plus size market cap that I really like in all my companies. That's the downside to it, at least the way I see it. Yeah, that is strange, eh? Vacation time? But yeah, I might be selling a little bit of gold here in the near-term future because they have a crazy high-end jewelry auction coming up on Saturday. And my attitude is if it's worth it to buy it, and I could cover the spreads and more and everything by selling an ounce of gold to invest, play around with the jewelry and everything like that, get a ton at once, one stop shop kind of deal. Yeah, it could be worth it. Like, there's quite a few items though, but I feel like some of them without the eBay might be or eBay selling might be quite hard to, like diamond studded bracelets and stuff like that. I don't think will be too easy to sell over this. But that just means that if I could get it and pass on a deal to everyone, then I will. If not, what can you do? Too old to play the market. Yeah, I try to be invested, especially in the times of high inflation. Like right now, I want a lot invested. But I don't want to be playing the growth stocks or meme stocks or whatever. I try to stay away from all of that. Try to buy whatever is out of favor that I believe should be higher, and I don't understand. I can't figure out a reason why the share price isn't higher. And for me, if like Manulife Financial, the only reason why I can see the share price so low is because it seems like a boring company to invest in. But if it's a boring company to invest in, yeah, no crypto kitties for me, vacation time. Yeah, didn't seem like the best idea to be investing in the crypto kitties. But if it seems like a boring investment, I also find that's a good way to prevent or making irrational decisions. So a lot of people could start to get an emotional investment into their assets. Once you get that emotional investment towards your assets, though, I feel like that's when there's the mistakes to be made. Wonder what TD's doing. So I'm trying to wait for this to go down below that 10 price to earnings. Any of these big Canadian banks, when they single digit price to earnings, I find it's not a bad time to scoop some of them up. ICE has worked out for me, but maybe it's just the right timing, who knows. Yeah, I need to do crypto beavers, eh? I need to get my own NFTs out there, the crypto beaver NFTs. What's going on, RC Wenzu? Sorry I didn't see it come in. What's going on, Mr. Hayabusa? How are ya? Stopped offshore drilling. Yeah, I could imagine. That really sucks. My only oil company that I own right now is the WCP. I really don't have much of my portfolio though in oil. Is this, or am I, like, that's gotta be wrong. It's gotta be a glitch or a typo. Price to earnings 2.2. Something tells me that's not right. Unless they'd be making a fortune off of all the carbon offsets that they sell. Right on, Mr. Hayabusa. That's good to hear. So I'm wondering, so what's your profits then? So they're not giving any of this, really. Huh. Strange. Yeah, CNQ, I was gonna buy it not too long ago at 44. And I ended up thinking, ah, it's a bit high right now, oil's kind of high. So I passed. Didn't want to buy it at 44. But I think the rise in oil is going to benefit gold and silver. I really do believe, based on it just causes inflation, and inflation goes up, gold and silver tend to go with it. What's going on, Jesse O? I am having an incredible day. How are you doing? Hope you're having an awesome day as well. No, I don't mine or own any cryptos. I just don't understand how to analyze the value of them. But I feel like crypto mining companies that have price to earnings and stuff, that might be a lot more possible for me to understand than the actual crypto investing in itself. But if I could understand how much a company makes and everything, their price to earnings, that's more my language than as a way to play on the cryptos. But right now I own nothing. Thank you, Jesse. It's good to hear that you had a great day too. Actually, I had today off. No work for me. Did a night shift last night, so then I had today off, and then back to days tomorrow. And the night shifts really, they throw everything out of whack though, that's the only thing. But it's great to have a day off, sleep in and everything. Have a good nap throughout the day too. You see, the social safety nets, I don't really consider infrastructure and anything like that myself. I feel like infrastructure is more physical, real, and that's just more political money printing, and like some parts of the safety nets are awesome. Like, I do enjoy how we give benefits to people with disabilities, things like that. Like here, if you get hurt at work or something like that, as long as you're with a WorkSafe company, which like all the companies I work with have this thing called WorkSafe where they cover like your missing pay and all that kind of stuff, and you're on disability, you got hurt at work or whatever, that's fine. Your wages shouldn't and your income shouldn't be affected. Your body's already affected. Yeah, it's hard to become nocturnal. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the weekend to try to readjust. That's why I haven't been on YouTube as much lately. Just I haven't mentally been all there with the time change and everything, being awake at night. I feel kind of zombified after a little bit. So if there's anything to add to the watch list, anything you guys would recommend? Yeah, I did night shift before for a while. It's hard to keep readjusting. For me, though, it's nice to have a nice, steady paycheck, though, and that's the main thing. after being unemployed for so long and everything. So yeah, there's that big jewelry auction this Saturday. But now after all that stuff with eBay and everything, I think it's just I didn't verify my stuff over there in time. What's going on, Cash Money Silver Stacker? Good to see ya. I think I just didn't verify info on time. Other than that, I couldn't imagine why. But, yeah, so I'm just going to be bidding on things for the gold content alone. And zero thoughts of really kind of selling it as jewelry. Unless it's something unbelievably crazy that's just that you could end up selling for like less than half the appraisal price or whatever and be happy. I find it's hard to do that with small items though, but the bigger stuff, like I find a lot of people when I post a gold chain or something that's bigger, any kind of decent size, that would just be gone immediately. But it's the smaller ones that actually would take a while to sell. And I'm thinking I'm selling like a 20th of an ounce of gold or something like that at spot price, and nobody wants to take it. Crazy. Funny the way that works though. But yeah, I'm kind of just hopping on here to check the markets and everything, see what's going on. But I think I'm going to start heading out now. But before I do that, we should figure out who we're going to raid. If anyone has any suggestions, feel free to drop a link. But watched the video a while back on YouTube where the guy was at a college campus and was giving people the opinion of an ounce of silver or Hershey's candy bar. I think I saw that video. I remember seeing something that, it's either that or something very similar. It was like a chocolate bar. I think I saw something similar with gold or something. Crazy how everyone would choose the... Yeah, Mark Dice, there you go. That's the name. After seeing that, that's Mark Dice is the channel I saw. Prospect Ridge Resources. Okay, so before we go raiding, I'm going to add that to the watch list here. Okay, how do I just add something? Do you know what stock symbol that is? What was it called? Prospect Ridge Resources Corp. this one here, I'm guessing. Is this the one? Right on. There we go. But, yeah, so I'm going to get a channel 2 raid here. So I'm just going to search on YouTube here. Let's see who's live. We've got Big Apple Stacker. Let's go raid Big Apple Stacker. There we go. Well, have a good night, everyone. And I will see you on the other side. Follow the link. Drop a 4, drop a beaver in the chat.